You lie in bed after a long day. Your body is exhausted, but your brain is having none of it. It's a chaotic mess of to-do list, awkward conversations from 5 years ago, and that thing you forgot to email your boss. You try to count sheep, you try to clear your mind, but it's like trying to quiet a room full of screaming toddlers. What if you could stop fighting your brain and instead hack its operating system? What if you could press a few biological buttons to trigger sleep on demand? In this video, I share with you 3 specific targeted techniques directly backed by neuroscience that are designed to manipulate the exact biological machinery responsible for making you fall asleep. Falling asleep isn't a passive act of waiting for it to happen, but an active biological process. It's the process of switching your nervous system from its daytime mode, the sympathetic fight or flight system that keeps you alert and stressed, to its nighttime mode, the parasympathetic rest and digest system. These 3 hacks are essentially manual overrides. They are levers you can pull to shut down the alert signal and activate the sleep signals in your body. Let's dive straight into them. The first hack is called the temperature drop trigger. It sounds counterintuitive, but the mechanism is crystal clear. To initiate and maintain sleep, your core body temperature needs to drop by about 1 to 2 degrees. This temperature drop is one of the most powerful signals your body uses to tell your circadian clock, okay, it's time to shut down now. So what's the hack? It's not to make yourself cold. Is to make yourself warm first. The technique is to take a warm bath or shower about 1 to 1.5 hours before you want to be asleep. When you immerse yourself in warmth, your body does something clever. It sends blood rushing to the surface of your skin to release the heat and cool you down. So when you step out of the bath or shower, that heat radiates out of you into the cooler bedroom air. This causes a rapid and significant drop in your core body temperature. You are essentially tricking your body into accelerating its natural cooling process, and your brain interprets that as a strong command to start producing melatonin and prepare for sleep. It's like manually turning the thermostat down for your entire system. The second hack is the cognitive shutdown sequence. You can't just tell the planning and worrying part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, to be quiet. In fact, trying to not think is a surefire way to think about everything. The brain needs a job to do. If you don't give it one, it will default to its favorite pastime, anxiety. The hack here is to give it a simple, final, non-arousing task for the day. I call this the mental file dump. Keep a notebook and a pen on your nightstand. The very moment you get into bed, before you even try to sleep, set the timer for 2 minutes. For those 2 minutes, your only job is to write down every single thing in your head. It doesn't need to be neat. It can be email Dave, buy milk, why did I say that in high school, project deadline. Just dump it all onto the page. The physical act of externalizing these thoughts is a form of cognitive closure. It signals to your brain. The information is stored in a safe place. It will be here tomorrow. Your job for today is done. It's the equivalent of shutting down your work computer and putting it in your work bag. You're telling your brain it's safe to stop actively holding on to it. The third hack is the parasympathetic breathing hack. This is the most direct lever we have. Your breathing is a remote control for your nervous system. Short, shallow breath signals fight or flight, whereas long, slow, controlled breath, especially with a focus on a long exhale, signal rest and digest. The specific technique is called 4-7-8 breathing. You inhale quietly through your nose on the count of 4, and you hold your breath for a count of 7. Then you exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, making a gentle whoosh sound for a count of 8. Should we try together? So inhale, hold, and exhale. How does that feel? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Why does this work? The magic is in the extended exhale. This prolonged out breath stimulates your vagus nerve, which is the command center for your parasympathetic nervous system. It forces your heart rate to slow down and your blood pressure to drop. It's a physiological override. You're literally using your breathing to press the off switch on your stress response. Doing just 5 cycles of this when you lie down in bed can dramatically shift your body's state from alert to calm. To tie this all together, think of your overactive mind at bedtime as a busy office at 5 p.m. The warm baths is like the facility manager going around and turning down the thermostat, dimming the lights. It's changing the environment to signal that the workday is ending. The mental fire dump is like the manager going to every employee and telling them to save their work, log off their computers, and make a quick list of what to do tomorrow. It's the cognitive closure that allows them to leave without worry. The breathing technique is like activating the building's security system once everyone is out. It's the final definitive signal that the office is officially closed for the night. No one is getting back until morning. Don't think of these as 3 random options. The real power comes from stacking them together into a single, powerful 60-minute bedtime ritual. This is how you train your brain. And here's what that looks like in practice. Step 1. 60 minutes before bed, take your warm baths or shower. This starts the core temperature drop. Step 2. 15 minutes before bed, get into bed and do your 2-minute mental file dump. Close the notebook and put it away. This shuts down the cognitive chatter. Step 3. 5 minutes before sleep, lie down, get comfortable, and perform 5 cycles of the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This activates the final physiological switch into sleep mode. By consistently following this sequence, you're no longer just hoping for sleep. You're manually running the shutdown sequence for your mind and body. You're telling your biology, it's time to power down. So the next time you find yourself lying in bed with a racing mind, remember, you have a toolkit. You have the temperature trigger to set the stage, the brain dump to quiet the planning, and the breathing to flip the physiological switch. You don't need to use all 3 every single night. By having them in your toolbox, you're moving from a passive victim of your insomnia to someone who can actively guide your own nervous system towards sleep. The goal is to build a strong association between your bedtime ritual and sleep itself. Give this 3-step ritual a genuine try for a week. And leave a comment below sharing how you got on. See if that frustrating gap between your head hitting the pillow and actually falling asleep starts to shrink. Because you deserve to end your day with a sense of calm. You deserve to reclaim those lost hours of rest. Thank you for joining me on this video. My name is Queenie and I graduated from Oxford with a degree in psychology and a master in neuroscience. Come join me on this journey towards better sleep and I'll see you in the next video.